into earth, into existence. What was I before the heaven, into earth, into existence? What was I before the heaven, into existence? What was I? That my friends and practitioner practice meditation, emphasize practicing to always ask question, raising down, and continue to ask question, maintaining down. That sweep out all the shape attachment, sweep out all the ignore, like our nature covered by illusion. It's actually like the sun covered by the cloud, covered by the earth or the moon. So now it's covered by the cloud. We use the wind up down, wind up down, flow out the cloud and the sun clear. Just like that, our nature, self nature, Buddha nature, covered by all of the illusion, the pain, the anger, the fearing, and everything. The practice, just ask the question, rising down. Now, to the practice, there's a practitioner. They have a question on that. That question also like it. How do we not just recite the question, but truly add it to raise the doubt? I cast myself reciting, and that would seem to be an attachment. Mean that to our self attachment, but we still stuck in the self attachment. It's like we practice with the question and asking the question and recite like that. That's raising it down like another attachment. The patriarch like Weke Zen master, he provides example, provide example for the practitioner, easy to got the idea of the practicing. Like we use the illusion, exactly like we use the soldier up enemy, go to the um, the cave or go to the main office to get the in of enemy. Um, yeah, like gets the principal of the enemy, and the enemy will relieve. No more enemy. We use the soldier of the enemy to kill to get the kin. So that also like the illusion. We use the illusion, like use the attachment. So the method the Buddha provide for practicing, like we use that talk. Mean the practice method at the question raising down, like the illusion, like self-attachment. But this illusion, self-attachment, will in the future will release attachment and ignorance. But the other thought, like all of the subjective, objective, the other attachment that will go to from the attachment to the other attachment, go from life to the other life, from the illusion to the other illusion, never relieve the self-attachment illusion. So the practice at the question as same as recite the question, but not only recite, still maintain down. Now the beginning practitioner just ask question and very hard to raising the down or not yet raising the down. They do ask the question like recite the question. But the likewise Zen master also encourage the practitioner, if asking like reciting, just asking, never give up, because that attachment will help us to release this attachment. So the practice like the nonsense question, nonsense question, but we just still asking that question. Just like we buy the wood, yeah, but that wood will be like the medical treatment. We treatment our sickness, sickle burden that. That will be good for we buy the wood, the full wood. So just practice, like just ask the question. Beside the question, there's so many kind to attach, like the knowledge, like the money, like the job, like everything in our life. If we attach on that thing, those things will be get suffer from life, the other life of suffer, never, never give up. So just practice, ask question and raising down. Even that's the question like nonsense question, we still ask that question. Don't worry that attachment. So just practice. Thưa quý thầy, quý sư cô, cùng toàn thể quý bạn đồng tham.
Hello, dear monastic sangha and Zen practitioners.
Câu hỏi một.
There is a question from one of practitioners.
Tham thiền, đề thời đầu.
When practice this hot question, we need to ask a question and raise it out.
Giống như đề thời đầu khởi nghi tình, đó là một thứ vọng tưởng.
And
không có đề thời đầu khởi nghi tình, chúng tôi luôn luôn nổi vọng tưởng.
Whether we ask the question, raise it out or not, our minds to in a circle of creates all the thoughts, discursive thoughts. So the question is mainly is is the asking the question is another thought, is another discursive thought. So my take on this is in the teaching by Zen Master Kue. He uses analogy that like we use the it is almost like you embed in the enemy lines. You know, you gonna spy and take their shoulders, and eventually you're gonna help them, convert them into get into the headquarter of the commander. So so this is basically you're gonna use this question. So of course question is another discursive thought, but does this question is basically help us to create a doubt, and it's gonna go beyond the duality. So right now we know that we raise asking a question, we know that we have doubt. So right now we know our known is still in the level of fundamental of ignorance, but eventually we don't even know that we're going to ask the question. We don't even know that we have the doubt. So as long as you have this continuity, like yesterday, this is gonna take us all the way to the Huato. So if we fear or we project, you know, all this, you think this practice is just another form of discursive thought. This comes from our own fear. So this is basically a skillful practice by the patriarch, because right now there is no other method. So Zen Master what he said that basically now if we don't ask the heart of question, there's no other way. So right now we all have the sickness in our mind. So this is the method. He say Zen Master what he said that it's going to help to cure our mind sickness. So as long we continue to ask the question just like this senseless, this tasteless, no meaning. It's just like a rotten wood that we are chewing on. It's gonna create no homes, no it's not gonna create any kind of manifestation, basically. So this meaningless, this tasteless, this senseless question is gonna resolve all our suffering. So the heart of question is just like that. We should know by now that it doesn't have an answer. It doesn't give you any kind of magic. It doesn't give you any kind of creation, you know, beside the doubt. So we just need to continue to ask the question and create a doubt or raise the doubt. So we sometimes our mind is split, you know, into the different thinking or doubts or skeptical doubts, or we may, you know, don't believe in this practice and we think is something wrong with it. So basically we just need to continue ask the question and raise it down continuously. So that's what I wanted answer to this question. And right now, if you have any question, please raise your hands.
Chào tới thầy, chú Hoàn Cảnh đây.
Mời Hoàn Cảnh.
Mr. Hoàn Cảnh, please go ahead.
Dạ, con kính thưa thầy, kính thưa quý
Dear
thầy,
Manasa Sangha and all Dharma friends.
Dạ, Đức Phật có dạy là các pháp
As the Buddha taught
nó
that
vô ngã,
all the Dharmas doesn't have a
do nhân
self.
duyên nó thành.
It's
Nhưng hàng ngày chúng ta sống trong cái vọng thức thì lại là trong cái ngã chấp.
But
chấp vào
as we live in everyday life, we still have this attachment to family, children, future, status, achievement, and also in the Dharma world, we also have this attachment to my understanding is more advanced than others, and so on. So how can you show me how we not get stuck in this kind of problems? So the practice is basically we try to get rid of the self-attachment. So because of the ignorance is the original cause, is create all this birth and death and suffering. So ignorance is the root cause which creates everything. So so the practice here is we heading directly into the root of all the suffering, which is our ignorance. So therefore the Buddha and patriarchs, they use different skillful means to lead the different levels to enter the door of prajna. The prajna door is about non-duality, and this non-duality is about get rid of the self-attachment. So the direct teaching of the Buddha is it's about return to the prajna, or cultivate the seed of prajna. So we ask the question, the part of the question is return to the prajna. So it's just like this question before my parents were born. What was my original face? So this is the question we need to ask continuously. We need to diligently and seriously ask the question. If we just ask for for the sake of it without any seriousness, or you put the mind into it, then your question is basically doesn't have any trust in the mind, or truthfulness, or lack of determination for birth and death. And eventually your practice is gonna deteriorate, or you're gonna feel like meaningless, and you don't want to practice anymore. And therefore we need to know that the practice here is we need to have this the strong quality of determination for birth and death. So we have to basically again ask the question seriously and ask question. Just ask the question, but not depends on the condition, whether you like or not. Because of our ignorance or our habitual pattern is so strong, and we easily get swept away by all these habits that we create this life and many lives. So everything that we want to go with our own way, if it's not, then it's create a problem. So same thing with the asking the question, you need to let go of that. You need to let go of that kind of expectation, and this is the practice of letting go of the self-attachment, and this is going to help us to alleviate all this attachment to the duality. And this practice is non-abiding and non-duality. So this is all basically is the explanation, just the words. But we need to return to the practice. That is the main thing here. So if you're able to distinguish between the method that of birth and death, the method of duality, and this method non-duality, so you should be able to understand why the Buddha and the patriarch, they try to so hard, to get everyone on the same boat, which is the seed of created seed of passion. So we attach to a lot of things, not only our possessions, but we attach to our ideology, our philosophy, our understand the worldly knowledge and so on. So this is the byproduct of our own brain, and that it create all this knowledge, but we love to attach to this, and we will not let go. And when we enter this Dharma world, we also collect the same things. So we have the same tendency when we approach to the worldly life, and when we enter the Dharma door, we approach the same method with self-attachment. So this is not going to help us, to let go of self-attachment, and it's going to be really hard for us to achieve the awakening. So therefore, this method is going to help us to sweep all this knowledge. So this is basically a self letting go. So right now you should realize this, everything in the worldly things, phenomena is based on the relativity, and so you should know this by in this practice, the non-relativity and relativity. So people, who have vast knowledge in the world, eventually they're gonna their neurons eventually they're gonna deteriorate, and they're gonna lose memories and all that. So their worldly knowledge also gonna eventually disappear as well. So therefore, this practice, we need to have this strong determination for the birth and death, and therefore it's going to help the practice a lot. But for a lot of practitioners, they have been on this path or this practicing this method for a very long time, for a few decades, but they still they don't make any progress at all, because they attach to the something to gain, and they thought they already swept all this all the components in the relativity, but actually everything is still the same, because that's come from their perceptions. So when you say that you should practice this method, it's your practice, and you practice the other method as your practice. So this is basically come from our own projection. So our worldly consciousness mostly misleads us a lot, and because we don't truly understand the meaning of doubt, or even the motto. So therefore we get onto the wrong path or wrong understanding, false understanding. So if you use this knowledge, you're not going to able to get to the go to the other way to the original self, original mind. So therefore we should not fear of anything that arise in our perception. We fear a lot of things, and therefore we want to grasp on holding on to something that we gain, and that's how we got going back to go back to the ignorant mind again. So the more we practice, the more we understand the motto. It's going to help us, how the motto is going to help us to lead us into, to the original mind. So so the practice here is quickly going to different stages. So this is just basically the reason we mention different stages in the practice, so that based on or meant to show the practitioners the practice, but it's not based on the steps by steps. So we should not attach to the words, the teaching. So we should use this for negation. If you attach to being, then there will be the state that will negate it to non-being. And when someone attached to being but non-being, then it's gonna negate that one as well. But it's if someone attached to both, then there will be a method that they need to refuse that state of understand as well. So the practices here is basically you have to return to the practice. And thank you.
Mời Kim Yến.
Miss Kimmy, please go ahead.
Dạ, Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni.
Nam mô Sakyamuni
Con kính thưa
Buddha.
quý thầy, quý sư cô, con kính thưa thầy chú.
Dear
Thưa thầy, xin thầy
monastics like that and also practitioners, can you explain one of my questions?
Thì thưa thầy là khi mà hỏi câu hỏi thì trong
when asked the question, like you explained earlier, we need to ask all the time, everywhere, anywhere. Because of our own ignorance, it creates all the obstacles for the practice when we encounter with different situations in life. And we also deal with the discursive thoughts and drowsiness. It creates another layer of obstacle in the practice. So can you explain more how to approach all these problems so we can practice properly?
Cũng là vì cái chỗ công phu.
So basically, based on our practice,
tất cả hành giả là kiến trụ tòng lâm.
Therefore, the prerequisites for the practitioner should stay close to the zendo. The zendo is one of the most beneficial to all practitioners because the zendo we practice day, midday, and night all the time. So everyone practice all the time. So this environment helps practitioners continuously practice to the true quarter or true doubt. So when we come to the zendo, we should have this strong determination for birth and death, and then you're going to benefit a lot from it. But if you come to the zendo with this mindset that you want to gain something, you want to win something over someone and so on, and if you're not able to stay with it, then eventually you're going to leave the zendo because due to our habitual patterns in life. So the practice is not easy. It's not simple. It is phenomenal. This is this practice is basically phenomenal. Like the Zen master, he said that this is the path that is really great, that is not easy for any practitioner able to with the one flow, everything we resolve. But we should have this strong determination of birth and death, and then we should stay close to the wise teachers, the zendo, and that's practitioner able to cut off this birth and death. That's how we're gonna help ourselves to alleviate from the realm of birth and death. So doesn't matter what kind of obstacles that we have
ví dụ
we
như
should
bệnh hoạn trên thân mình á, hay là những cái việc
we should consider
cái
this,
sở chấp
or
phân biệt trên cảnh trên duyên nè,
we
bên ngoài tác động trên thân nè, hay là cái chướng ngại của người thân gia tộc nè,
we also
tác động
experience a lot of
cái chướng đó.
obstacles
Và tới vì
from
cái
family
cái
and
sinh tử,
life
thì cái
and work
tâm
and so on.
tu tập á, mà
But if
vượt qua
we
được tất cả
still
cái
have the
nói
strong
như vậy rất
determination
là nhiều á. Và những chướng ngại đó không
for
thể dễ,
the
nó khó.
practice,
Cái chướng là
then
cái
you're able
tri
to.
kiến của chính mình.
The one of the most
Cho nên khi
obstacle
mà
is
các bạn
our
giải thoát
false
định huệ là trên thân,
knowledge.
trên tâm, trên thân
The
khẩu ý đó,
the worldly knowledge
mà
creates a lot of
giải thoát là
problem.
giải thoát tri kiến, luôn cả
So
cái
when
tri
we
kiến của
offer
chính
the
mình phải giải
incense,
thoát, phải
to the
buông xuống.
Buddha, we ask,
Nên là
we
cái
vow
hương
to let
tới
go
đó
of
là
our
hương giải thoát, cho
jikin
nên hương giải thoát
or
tri
worldly
kiến.
knowledge.
Thì khi mà đạt đến cái ngũ phần hương cao
And
nhất là cái tri
and
kiến giải
the
thoát,
highest
còn phải buông.
incense offerings is
Thì
letting
cái
go,
tri kiến giải thoát buông như thế nào?
letting go
Cái
of
vô phân biệt, chỉ có
the
cái vô phân
attachment
biệt
to the
của bát nhã
views.
trí thì mới có thể
So
buông được cái
practitioners,
tri
if
kiến,
to fully understand
giải thoát được cái tri kiến.
the
Bởi vì tri kiến
prasna,
không có
then
kiến lập
that
tri kiến.
practitioner able to let go of the worldly view.
Ta thì thường hay bị những cái thứ đó,
And we usually
nó
get
chi
stuck
phối,
in this
và
worldly
nó dẫn
view,
dắt, nó cứ kéo ngược
and
lại,
it misleads
cho công
us
phu
all
ta
the
gián
time.
đoạn, đều là do những cái đó.
And that's how we able to
Tri
continue
kiến
to
sai
hold
lầm.
on to our practice continuously.
Thì hàng ngày chúng ta tham học với nhau, hàng chúng ta
So
với nhau,
in our
hay là
daily
ở nơi
practice,
tòng lâm
you
pháp dụng,
help each other
cùng
to
tham dự thiền thất vậy.
understand the
Thì
problem,
điều đó
ask
là
the
giúp
question
chúng
and
ta
answer.
tăng trưởng, tăng trưởng công
And
phu
this is going to help us
và
to
chỉnh đốn công phu.
increase our own
Nếu mà không có cái đó, chúng ta chắc chắn là công phu
experience in the practice.
chắc chắn công phu chúng ta
And if we don't do this, then it's going to be very cold-hearted.
không có thiền tri thức hướng dẫn.
Because if there's no wise teacher lead us,
trong đường lối thực hành tâm thiền,
so in this practice of Hatha, and someone
đọc trên sách rồi lấy cho là mình hiểu rồi, thì
and people they use the reading from the Zen teachers, and they think they already understand, and they think that it's full, it's good enough. I don't need to ask questions or stay close to the wise teacher or explain even more. So therefore, when we have this kind of exchange, in the Q&A, we're able to understand more, so we can apply in our practice more clearly, and until we're able to achieve our awakening.
Nó sẽ chướng chúng ta, rồi có khi làm cản trở, làm chướng ngại cái sự hoàn
And
hay là cái
also we sometimes ourselves we create the obstacle.
Cái tội đó rất là nặng. Cho tổ sư hay nói.
So therefore, the patriarch usually says that we create our own
chướng ngại cho người
obstacles.
Không chịu tu, không dám tu thì đọa 3 đại kiếp ở dưới địa ngục. Và 3 đại
And
kiếp
if we misunderstand this,
không tin mình
and
cho cái
we
đó là tà,
cho
cái tà đó là chánh,
practice and continue to preach the wrong way, then we maybe end up in the hell realm. So nowadays it's we should consider this practice, so we're gonna share the fruit together.
Cái vấn đề đó là như vậy.
And so that's the main problem is that. So therefore we need to continue to practice and always ask questions and stay close to the Q&A, to the wise teachers. Or when someone you're reading and then start to teach others. So if we go beyond this worldly attachment, then it's gonna lead us into the right path. So therefore, if you really know about this true Dharma, it's not that easy. So we have to really chew our own Dharma. So therefore, we need to stay close with the senior practitioners, so they can help us to understand better. So that it's going to help us to practice more with the community. So we don't waste our chance for the practice. So does it make sense? Yes. Thank you. So we are running out of time today. Thank you, and goodbye, the monastic and also practitioners. Thank you.